Once again, if I had space in the suitcase, this would be one I would pick up as well. So, they got some woofers, can't go wrong with that one. I just picked up the double oak. I personally like that one. Lord, let's serve you some whiskey. When I got started in my journey, this was one of the hype bottles I picked up and I personally like. And they have everything here from the regular one to the single barrel to the rye to the single barrel rye. The malted rye was actually pretty decent when I tried it at the Whiskey Fest. I really thoroughly enjoyed this one. I don't have a bottle of this one, so maybe I might get that today. They have all this other stuff and all this other stuff. The YouTube channel is probably gonna get canceled because of the music. I just thought about that. Uncle Nearest, shout out to Fawn Weaver. You can never go wrong with Uncle Nearest. Got the single barrel too with Uncle Nearest. Next we got Yellowstone. Don't have any of those. And we have Elijah Craig. Now, regular toasted barrel I'm not a fan of, but the toasted rye is amazing. Yeah. Next we got the regular rye and the regular bourbon. They got ceramics here. Larceny, and they do have the Larceny barrel proof. This is C924, so this came out last year, and they do have the one that came out this year, the A125. So if you're into Larceny, this is where to go. Followed by Bullet. You know, you definitely find Bullet at any bar, anywhere. It's the standard. Now I did just pick up the Bullet bottle and bond. That was actually pretty delicious, and I do personally like the Bullet American single malt. Next we got one of my favorites, the Old Forester 86, the 100 proof and 100 rye. These are all really great bottles if you're starting out your collection. And they have the Whiskey Roll series as well. What's this? I've never seen this one before. This is Old Hammer, and this is 80 proof. This is yada yada yada. It's the Lawrenceburg. So let me know in the comments if you know anything about this one. So we got Four Roses. Now for the price, the entry level Four Roses, you can never go wrong with this. Followed by the small batch. Now I personally like the small batch select. I like this one. I eat my sushi. Don't judge me. But the 4 batch select is where it's at. So I guess if you were picking me up a bottle, you can never go wrong with also getting me the 4 batch select. They do have the single barrels. I'm personally not a fan of the single barrels unless it's like the store picks. And then we got a Rough Rider. Never heard of that one before. Wild Turkey is where it's at. They have the Rare Breed Rye and the Rare Breed Bourbon. Followed by the Kentucky Spirits. Now I have a bunch of these at home. I personally love these better than Blanton's. Don't judge me. And this one in particular was stored in Tyrone B. Rickhouse. Woo! Let me know in the comments if you like Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirits. They got the Long Branch. But this is the one without Matthew McConaughey's signature. This is when they re-released it. They got the standard offering of the Wild Turkey, the 101 and the 101 Rye, which ain't wrong with it. This is delicious if you mix this with anything in the rainbow. I personally like this with orange juice, pineapple juice, you name it. A little lemonade goes a long way. They got the Wiseman, Wyoming, which we also tried at the Whiskey Fest. And if you watch this channel, you know that the Russell's 10 is my traveling bourbon of all time. This actually is the first video we shot on the channel. So one of my favorites. So also can't go wrong with this as a gift. We got Horse Soldier. I just actually listened to an interview the other day with the guy who started this. It was on Bourbon Pursuit. So once again, shout out to Kenny and Ryan. But we got Horse Soldier here. We got some Legion. And I never heard of this one before. This is Napoleon B. It's actually a dope name. Party Horse. And this is aged for 8 years, and this is 90 proof, and this is bottled by them in Louisville. But it doesn't say where it's distilled. It's pretty interesting. But cool label though. Party Horse. Let me know if you know anything about that in the comments. Next we got some Old Bardstown, some Blue Note, which I do not have. Riverset, some Noah Mill, so we got some bottles here from Willett, and Brothers Bond. Evan Williams, the 80 proof, super crushable, can't go wrong. The 1783, which was the new version that they came out with, bottle versus like the little old, you know, kind of round bottle. That's where it's at. I got to shout out to a little bit of old fashioned. This is his favorite pour. This is the Evan Williams Bottle and Bond. Can't go wrong with this for 100 proof, and the price is always reasonable where you can find it. So shout out to my man there. I'll link his channel below so you guys can check him out. Next we got the Evan Williams single barrel. Now these are pretty delicious. I have a bunch of old ones. I think the oldest one I have was going back to being bottled. I mean, not bottled, but in the barrel in 2010. I like those. Truman Reserve. Never heard of this before, but this is an interesting bottle. Almost looks like cologne, right? Yeah, that one's pretty interesting. We got some Southern Comfort there for people who like to get beyond trash. And some Kessler. McCormick Early Times. Try not to shoot this shelf. Old Road, Kentucky Tavern, and 8 Overhop. Now, if you've seen this too, we did a review on the 8 Overhop, the Manga Halo Mash. This was also pretty delicious. I recommend this one to a lot of people as well. We got the Old Granddad series with the 80 proof, the 100 proof, the 114, all equally delicious. So we got JW Dent. Now, actually, these are the ones that I had my brother pick up last time. And then we got some Mellow Bourbon, some Mellow Corn, Old Charter, and oh, we did a video on these as well. Shout out to Hudson Whiskey. Now, the rye was actually pretty good. Do the right thing. I thoroughly enjoyed this one a lot. They got this one hidden. It's unfair. It's all in the cut. But that's good. The bourbon not so much, but the rye for sure. So now I guess it's the part of the video where we try to figure out what am I getting today. I don't know. They also have some stuff behind the counter. We'll shoot it real quick. I see on the top shelf they have the Widow Jane. We tried them at the fest before. We got some Pursuit United, which also that whole top shelf I have. Peerless Double Oak, Peerless Double Oak Rye, which I personally like. The Joseph Magnus, and the Joseph Magnus regular, and the Cigar Blend, which I personally like. All about Frank August on the top, and then the Sable bottle on the far right I just bought recently. That's pretty good. Whistle Pig Bourbon Ring I talked about, I don't personally care for it, but it's there. The Camelot, they do have the 10 and the 16 year. I've had the 16, 15, and 14. And they do have the Bardstowns as well. See the channel, you know I'm a fan of the Bardstowns. They do have Garrison Brothers. And they do have the barrels as well. So this is the infamous Scotch section. They got the Macallan Rare Cask 25. Now the Macallan Rare Cask is one I'm actually thinking about picking up. We have a few by us. The Artbag, if you watch the channel, you know I'm an Artbag fan. I have the 17, the Lefroy's, which I love Lefroy's as well. They have the new Octomore, the 15.3, and Blue Label, Johnny Walker, and some Glamorangi. They got some Bendronic. This is one I want to get next, the Brocklotic 18 year. It's a cool bottle. Oh yeah, pretty cool. I gotta get you on that. Some Glenlivet, Balvenie, and they have some more Macallans in the cut. Coming down to this shelf, we got some Dalmores. Now I also love Dalmores too. The King Alexander, I actually bought it, and I have it once a year. The Cigar Mart, which I like a lot, and they have the 15 and 14. Highland Parks, and so on and so on. Let me know in the comments if you are a fan of Scotch and you want to see more Scotch content from me. Got some other whiskeys down here. Some Compass Box, which I need to get into because I heard great things about Compass Box.
So Planters is like usually it's a based on the local, that's Missouri. It's a based on the Nobleton, Missouri, kind of like that. And this is the 100 proof. That's a 100 proof whiskey. And we have couple times store pick with that, and we have always pre-sold our booking for that one. Okay. So Planter is one of my best local store pick. That's I recommend everyone, whoever want to try any local stuff first, this is the best stuff.
So this is Planters. Got a nice nose to it. It's 100 proof. It's really good. It's got like a little citrus vibe to it on top. Almost if you took like a lemon and like soaked it around like a Twizzler kind of vibe to it. It's not too crazy. 100 proof. Would have been 100 proof. It's not really burning the esophagus. And this is the first pour of the day.
Yeah.
But overall, it's actually pretty interesting. You know how old this one is?
Oh, that's probably almost, I can say, probably it doesn't mention the age statement, but I can usually say as per like 3 to 4.
Okay, yeah, because it doesn't taste super young.
Yeah, it's like
pretty good.
3 to 4 years.
Huh, that's interesting. And by any chance, do you have the still 360 or no?
No, that's how I don't have it, but I just give you a pour of this, of my Corazon, which is a finishing under the EH Taylor barrel.
I'm gonna cleanse the palate real quick. He's trying to get me convinced on the tequila. I don't really have space for that.
Yeah, try that.
Oh, that's good. That's enough. Yeah,
That's enough? You're not a big tequila guy?
No, I like tequila, but that.
You gotta say the line.
What?
Tequila.
Yeah. So this is the regular EHL small batch, right?
Yeah, it's a
Finishing
finishing
it?
under EH Taylor small
Okay.
batch. Yes. For almost 2 months.
That's dangerously good. Wow. Wow.
That's unique. I would say this much. For a tequila, there's another note that steps on top of it, which you normally don't get. But that's actually pretty delicious, and that's 80 proof. I'm assuming.
That's, yeah, it's 80 proof.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah, that's 80 proof.
Oh wow. So that was the one we shot
You
earlier with
can
the Cuban
try
guy.
this Makers, which is our new, like, we just got it, that one in December.
So this is Makers.
Makers.
And, you have to see the front of it real quick.
Yeah.
So this is their store pick too, as well. Shout out to Makers. So we got 2 of the seared French Cuvée staves, 2 of the Makers Mark 46, and 5 of the French minutes, and 1 of the toasted French spice, and it's coming in at 110.9. That's good. That's definitely Maker's Mark. Good. Now I know a lot of people are hit and miss about Maker's Mark store picks. I personally like them. Do Maker's Mark make a lot of them? They do. But every once in a while you feel something special and you find one special. But this one is pretty good. So if you're in the area, I recommend this one as well. Tasting notes, you're not gonna get them because that tequila I had before this one. So fill in the blank. Now decisions. This is the part of the video where we figure out what to get. Let's figure it out. So we got a lot to think about.
Tequila.
It's like Pokemon, you gotta catch them all. That's the bad thing about bourbon hunting and whiskey collecting. It's like you need space and storage for everything. But what to get? What to get when space is limited in your suitcase, when you don't want to pack extra boxes to bring back.
This is my pick because I don't drink that other stuff.
Alright, so we're leaving Royals Liquor. I had a few store picks. What did I get? What is in this bag besides the water I purchased? I'm excited. This is the first ever store hunt ever. Shout out to my brother behind the cam. I'll plug his channel right here if he likes. The first bottle I picked up is none other than the Planters Ozark Highlands. Now you're thinking, Lord, what are you gonna do with what you do at home? Hell yeah. So I got this, super excited about it. I actually went in to get another store pick. They didn't have a sample, it's okay, but he said this is one of their best sellers. Shout out to Parth. So I had to pick this one up. Second, the other we picked up today is none other than the King Knighted bottle. Wow. Super excited about this one. Can't wait to try this one. You know, it's gonna make it back. I promise you, never fails. Thanks for tuning in. Be looking out for the review shortly.